very adorable. But yeah, we are returning to the borbification process. Well, welcome on, Ivan. Glad to have you. Can we shout for Ivan as well? Would you accept that the game was a buff anime bird fart simulator? Absolutely not. Back to the Borb mines, exactly. Contain the Borbs? No, they must be freed. The Borbs demand freedom. They require it. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit of a bit of an atypical one for sure. Because this is welcome on in Forever Fluorocarbon. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hit him with the borbification ray. I mean, to be fair, it is slowed panda, so he's already, his default state is already orb. Okay, so he's got like let me see. He's got like a question mark ahoge. Glasses. Looking at other design elements, we got the lyrebird tail feathers, wing hands. I promised my finger getting the noodles out of the. I burned my finger getting my noodles out of the microwave. Why is everyone so mean to me? Maybe it's because you gifted me Anime Fart Simulator on fucking Steam. Have you considered that maybe you've earned this as karmic recompense? Okay. Oh, how grand! Don't worry. I can't. They also gifted the Corvid and Straw. I don't know. I'm not about that. Even cool, because I think if it were just a joke, I would be more amenable to it. But because I know it's intrinsically going to be someone's kink, I'm like, ugh. Subathon goal? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I can't imagine anyone would want to watch Anime Fart Simulator. You know, normally I'm not so presumptuous, but I have to imagine that's like low on the list of things people would be interested in, you know, experiencing. We're too old, Starky. We're too old. I don't even think it's too old, because like I understand, like farts are like the universal joke amongst humans. Like they are the most, like they're the thing that is shared regardless of like anything else. Like it doesn't matter your creed, your class, it doesn't matter like your upbringing, you will find farts funny. But when it turns an anime, that's like one strike, and then you know it's going to be kink oriented. So do you want to watch an Anime Fart Simulator stream? Why are there 2 yes votes? Maybe watch it for like 30 seconds of morbid curiosity. One must imagine Sisyphus playing Anime Fart Simulator. I'm beginning to reevaluate every life choice that has led me here. There's 3 yes votes! Here. I'm looking at this and I'm like... Let me grab locks. I mean, Squeaky Orca's Toe Light Sparkle stream was the best stream he did in a while, so it could work. The Toe Light Sparkle stream? Scoosy? The fuck you mean the Toe Light Sparkle stream? I want to see the PNG he used. Sure. I think Squeaky sent me exactly one thing, and it was the dong, the Twink Destroyer scan, where it looked like he had a fucking like 4-foot long dong. I think that's the only image Squeaky's ever sent me, which is really funny. I think that's true friendship. When like you're like that's the, you know, just sending people random shit like that. I need to hang out more with people from Thunderfang. They're very, very sweet. I actually have an idea in my mind of like one of the piece I want to work on next, because motivation struck for that. Question is, how the fuck am I going to draw this mullet haircut? I guess it's not really a mullet, it's just like a lot of hair. I sent you the PNG. Also, just to confirm, you guys can hear the music, right? I probably should have checked that before. Okay, so you can hear song requests. Perfect. Oh my god. A bit quiet, though. I think it's just the song. This is a spectacular PNG. I don't, under any circumstances, want to experience this, but I think I was I think I showed up. I think I showed up in Squeaky stream, saw this shit, got really scared and left. I think I remember experiencing this, and I was like, yeah, that's about right. Images you see before you die. Is this the face of God? Studies show, brain scans of dying patients show that this is the image you see before you die. It's just it's just this fucking thing. Oh my god. Welcome on Nakabar. Good on you, Sweet Bean. How you holding up? Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Happy Easter weekend to those who celebrate. Also, happy International Asexual Day. Or International Asexuality Day. It is, as someone who is on the A spectrum myself, being, I'm a fellow asexual, being demisexual myself. Also, probably a little bit of ageosexual. I slept through all of it. Understandable. Please never make a foot PNG tuber of StarkyMorph. It's our day. It's our day. It's what do you mean our? No, I'm kidding. I have all the world's asexuality is mine to keep. Okay, how the fuck am I gonna do the? Because you don't really got. He just kind of like a. It's just very mullet. Okay, so he does have like. He has eyebrows. Oh god, I bit crushed the fuck out of that. Hold up a moment. Let me go and snag it fresh. That way I can actually see what's going on. Because I accidentally bit crushed it real hard. Yeet the bird to the moon? Do not yeet the bird to the moon. It's rude. Welcome on though, Brianna. Glad you're Sweet Bean. So eyebrow. Is the lower beak always... how does the beak work? It looks like the lower beak is white. I've never actually... What does a lyrebird look like? Me, I'm the lyrebird. I lie all the time. Okay, so lyrebirds are usually kind of a brownish. Lyrebird looks like you when you say you don't like feet or vor, Starky. I wish for the sweet release that death will bring. I don't know what I've done to deserve this what I've done to deserve this level of punishment, but Lord, forgive me. To some degree, I'm also like trying my best to I need to improve my sketching. So like this is going to be like a good practice for that, I think. Here. Start with the eyebrows. Did you hear they're gonna see eclipse from the moon tonight? What is it, like a lunar eclipse today? Do you see the shitty new reason to avoid Ohio? What happened in Ohio? They effectively banned all form of cross-dressing. That's a shame too, because like the only positive experience I had in Ohio was visiting friends and going to a drag show. It's weird the bot didn't alert the Discord. I got jump scared by a mixed up update, so the bot didn't launch properly, which is why that was the case. If one of the mods would actually like to ping people on the Discord. Bad news for Papa's Wine Mom stream. I can't imagine they're gonna like break into his house. I also can't imagine it going particularly well if they did. There's so much fucking water getting in from my kitchen window. This apartment is so shit and expensive. That's like the worst combination of things. It's like it's shitty, expensive, and like also like definitely doesn't like actually like provide proper shelter. Welcome on, Death Nation. I miss you. I took Friday off because I was driving up to visit Jame. I visited Jame, Hero and Lunar, and it was a lot of fun. We got unlimited sushi. We watched. I finally have now seen The Room. I've also now seen the first Digimon movie. I also have now experienced the nightmare that is I Think You Should Leave. That show is very bizarre. I love it. I had a great time watching it, but like it is very strange. I don't know, man. It's Ohio. I forgot Starky needs basically held down to watch things a little bit. Live ping has been live pinged. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I don't mind watching things. I just, like, I need someone else to take the initiative to put it on. If I think about, like, okay. Where's this? Welcome on in, Sydney. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Okay, so that's where it should be starting. Starky, have you not seen The Room until you have not seen The Room until you've seen it in theaters? I have twice. What kind of theater is going to show The Room? There's like a collective like 15 minutes worth of sex scenes. Welcome on, Dr. Hawk. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout out for Dr. Hawk? I tricked Starky into watching my favorite anime. One time I was waiting for an Uber in front of the condo with my brother and a friend. A drive-by happened down the street. We heard the sound and saw people running away. Holy shit. That's all horrifying. That's so goddamn scary. People rent out theaters for fan events. I suppose that makes sense. Doing all right, a little frustrated since I've been trying to draw an emote, but it's in an area where I have very little experience. I understand that frustration all too well, of the like trying your best to draw something, but like, you know, you're gonna get there though. The sweet snip cheese. It looks fine now. It's garbage in chat. I think that's adorable. That's so cute. I think the big thing is like, as a dark mode user, I think if you are looking for critique, like constructive critique, I think that emote is objectively speaking incredibly adorable. I think if you do two things, you could fix it. Thicken up the outline a little bit, and then add like a lighter outline around the entire thing so it reads better on Discord or on dark mode. I think if you thicken up the outlines, that way it's a little bit easier to see like where the cutoff is for like various parts of the face, and then added just like, you know, a little like, you know, aura around it, so that way like it's a little bit easier to make out. I think that would be an absolutely adorable emote. Because the big thing with emotes is that you are necessarily like the difficulty with them is that they are you're much more space limited than you are on like a full canvas. So like you end up needing to treat them a little bit more like you need to like use thicker lines, simplify some design elements, use probably like a little bit of brighter colors or like more, you know, colors with more contrasts. That way they read properly. But no, you did a spectacular job. Do not be down on yourself at all. If I had an emote like that, I would love it. Yeah. I think that does a lot. It's just a cute little sip. Some theaters do it yearly. People, well, thank you, no problem. I'm always, if there's one thing I've kind of learned being an artist, is that like I very much have learned. Welcome on in, Slow. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. It's your orbification time has hit. You are being converted to orb. But no, like there's no such thing as like things that are, you know, like things don't look bad. They're just going for styles, and sometimes the style doesn't hit. It does look more readable with the white outline. Exactly. And that's all, like, I think that's all you really needed. Is like you have something that objectively speaking was super duper cute. You just needed to like make it a little bit more readable at scale. Well, welcome on in, Sloan. I'm currently working on your eyebrows. I don't know why I'm focusing this much on the eyebrows. I love when the like scroll wheel just doesn't work in OBS. Some theaters do yearly. People view the movie when whenever the picture frame of the spoon appears on the screen, they throw spoons at the screen and inducing a long string of sex scenes. People cheering like Avengers cheering during the ending. It rules. I have a no-in question for Starky. I could just ban you. I can ban you before you have a chance to ask it. I could just do that. Welcome on to Matthias. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Question, would you rather play a stream of Anime Fart Simulator tier games or just one stream of Fire Emblem Engage, and you don't have to finish Engage? Just do 1 3-hour stream of either the anime... I would rather play Engage. Like Engage is a bad game, but it isn't like genuinely discomforting. It just annoys the fuck out of me. Welcome on, though, Matthias. How you doing, you sweet bean? You Gage, yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand why Zeph loves it so much. Welcome on in, Locke. Let me, you sweet bean. How you holding up? I hear that you and Chaos have been playing what's it called? Satisfactory. Hopefully that's been going well. Also, welcome on Casa. Glad to have you, and welcome on Ruffles as well. Literal Colgate protagonist. Oh, don't get me wrong. I think the character designs in that game are just sheer ass. They're not great. Welcome on in, glad you're here. Hey, Starky. Hey, folks. I hope everyone's doing well. Okay. So it's definitely a smoother beak you've got going on.
Spin.
Oh no, stop. No, do not under any circumstances. That's awful. That might be one of the worst scans. Moisturize the beak. What if I snap my neck? That's a bad one. That's a really, really bad one. If you've ever taken a truly bad one. Why the long neck, Starky? How dare you ask me that? This poll wasn't me. Pick your poison. Pick your poison for eventual subathon trust. Anime Fart Simulator, Fire Emblem Engage, both actually. The both actually is just straight up fucking cheating. In this hypothetical, putting both actually is just cheating real fucking hard. Welcome on in, Zephiel. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Here. This is me kind of like trying to. Welcome on, though. How you doing? I do love those emotes that that Dell did for you. Very, very menacing, but also adorable. A big fat chunky cat creature. I don't know why I assumed your son was gonna be a I don't know why I assumed your son was gonna be a gargoyle. You also draw not safe for work? I do not. I probably should. Like that is something I meaningfully should improve on. Here. I know I spent all that I know I spent like the first 20 minutes of stream trying to draw a pair of eyebrows that I just deleted, but like what if I just did it but better? There we go. Starky, did draw not safe for work TJ not safe for TJ work and it's just walking chase? I mean, to be fair, that would definitely not be safe for TJ. But no, I need to, you know, we were talking earlier about being asexual and you know, the part of the experience of being ace is either being sex repulsed or being incredibly super duper into kinks. And suffice it to say, I need to weaponize the latter to improve my artistic development. Starky still draws a penis like it's the underside from all angles. Shut the fuck up. That's the meanest shit you've ever said. I mean, Chicken Starky, where's your head at? I'm learning more and more that I'm the latter, that or touch starved. I mean, two things can be true. Sorry, I have a DM for you. Tell your friends, folks, they always need it. What am I being sent? Oh, that's awful. I have no idea what the video is. Why would you send me this? I'm so sorry. Phoenix, don't tell some Ambrose.
We're rats. We're the rats. Awful news for horny furries, everyone. E621 is down. I think it might be related to the DDoS attack on Furaffinity earlier today.
Russian trolls have been particularly abnormally busy recently. I do not like the YCH Lucario transformation. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Kasai, why would you send me this? That's some shit that goes on like r/peeled Pokemon. I hate it. Like that's where that actually belongs. Put that on r/peeled Pokemon. You can peel Starky too. It's not really peeling. You're just kind of like squimshing. Fuck it. I will peel your sodas, no questions asked. Confession, I eat bananas with a peel on. No, you fucking don't. I don't know why that bullshit ass lie fucking set me off. It's like, you can lie about a lot of shit, but you're not eating the goddamn peel of a banana, you fucking psychopath. Also, welcome on a Cyberventure and Roaring Jace. Good idea, Sweet Beans. How you holding up? All right, eyebrows have been established. I'm gonna have to rework those. Why am I doing this? Not good right now. Not a good 40 hours, and I'm reaching a point to just be forgotten by everyone right now because I keep making mistakes. So when stuff like that happens, take a deep breath. Go grab a shower, get food, go to sleep. Let your brain stop hyper focusing on your fuck ups and then try to get back to it. No mistakes that you've made. It is unlikely that any of the mistakes that you think you've made are like life ruining. And so like a lot of times it's just a result of like your brain being your brain working off of like, oh, like it's catastrophizing, and usually that's a result of like you know, like some need of your body not being met. And just to clear, like, I'm not, this isn't coming from like, oh, like I'm trying to be dismissive. It's like, no, sincerely, like a lot of that stuff, like as someone who's been through a situation like that before, a lot of the times your brain is just like overstating stuff. And if it isn't, then you're not going to be able to fix whatever went wrong by being in a bad headspace. Your brain's oftentimes your worst enemy. It really can be. It's like, that's like, there's a reason I refer to like my brain as its own like distinct entity. Because there's times like I want to get something done and it feels like my brain just isn't fucking cooperating. Also, yeah, the fire element engaged. So that I need to acknowledge it, because otherwise Zeph will be like, look, see, Starky ignored the fire element engaged song, therefore he really likes it. But no, like you are going to be okay, I promise. Let's see. How in the world? I didn't know they sell Nestle Work stuff at cons until I went to last. Yeah, the furry conventions, usually they'll have like their own, like there'll be like an adult section that'll have like, you know, that'll have all the adult stuff. Occasionally there will be like not safe work stuff that you can find out in the main, although you usually be like covered in some way to comply with like decency laws. The adult dealers, and yeah, that's where you're gonna probably find like a lot of the really, really spicy stuff. I'm too awake, so that's not going to happen. It just sucks that
Where the rats?
Fun fact, if you have brain damage like Zeph apparently does, Fire Emblem Engage becomes much better, so just get a lobotomy and Fire Emblem Engage will become a picking.
I wish I could turn my brain off and enjoy shit. Welcome on in! Welcome on in, Crawron and Raiders. Good on you, sweet beans. Oh god, pause music real quick. Welcome on, how was art? What were you working on? For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, big chaos on the internet, very streamer live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however, over the last year has been learning some more, so if you'd like to see that, feel free to stick around. Let me pull up a recent example of my arc. So I'm currently doing a YCH that I have on offer here as a redeem. Currently we're talking about like brain gremlins and how fucking annoying it can be to manage them. I was just rusting art. Ooh, I'd love to see what you were working on if you feel comfortable with the art tags. 2 weeks that's not gonna happen. It just sucks when you just feel more confident you don't fit anywhere and get distracted and burn bridges. So, not to be like too inside baseball. I will say this as a general fact, as like someone who's kind of gone through it myself. There's this thing that like people with ADHD have to deal with called rejection sensitivity. The idea basically being that it's easier, it sucks to be rejected, so it's easier to just pre-reject yourself instead of hearing from someone else that they don't want to interact with you, when almost never is that going to be the case. And if they do reject you, they probably weren't good friends in the first place. I got kind of rusty because of brain worms I'm just getting out of. It's life can be pernicious, man. Life is hard. I sound like what's the YouTube psychology thing that's like deeply problematic? BetterHelp? Don't use BetterHelp, by the way. Yeah, this was for Macro and Mino March. This is my Moo Man. His name is Anthus. He big. He sweet. He gentle. He kind of awkward. He gladiator. But no, like don't use BetterHelp. Find an actual psychologist. An actual therapist who can and will help you for cheaper, and also isn't going to Starky, I'm so sorry. What do you mean you're so sorry? What did you do? Better find actual help. Are links allowed here? Go for it. Oh my god, that is haunting. Oh, that is awful. Oh, I do not like StarkyMorph. I mean, you got the shape down, but the shape is the fucking it's the FedEx logo. It's the fucking the hidden arrow in the FedEx logo. Why does she look like that? Ate and left all crumbs. Oops, all crumbs. Starky post bonk. Yeah, this is what you do. When you bonk me, you leave a fucking concaved hole in my skull. Bird. My VidDM is a surprise tool that'll help us when capitalism comes up. But yeah, as someone who has gone through a frankly probably startling amount of therapy, a lot of the times heightened emotions are like an indicator that something needs, like, there is an issue, but like you can't fix things when you're working with heightened emotions. And like, when you get in your own head over stuff, a lot of the times that's like your brain dealing with heightened emotions. Fun fact, Starky doesn't have a here/weight. Actually, Starky only actually owns a collection of hearts of the various animals and keeps them in jars. I just want to burn bridges and delete accounts right now. I wouldn't. I would say instead of doing that, find something to do offline for a bit to like reset and like, burning bridges never helps. I've burned exactly like 2 bridges, and it was with people who were so profoundly toxic that like it was kind of my only option. Where I was like, my option was basically deal with their toxic bullshit for the rest of my time online or burn the bridge. It'll feel satisfying in the short term, but long I would wait 24 hours. Yeah, just which isn't to say like your feelings now aren't valid. It's more just like a lot of the things that you like, a lot of the actions that people take in these like distressed and like moments are permanent reactions to a temporary situation. I personally enjoy having you around. And I'm sure I'm not the only one where that is the case. There we go. And I think it's like, here's the thing. I think there's like a definite difference between like, I feel since I've been interacting with kinks, I feel burned to bother liking anything. I mean, to some degree, it sounds less like a frustration with the kinks and more like, you know, you're dealing with some people who are into that kink, but maybe aren't necessarily being like particularly respectful of boundaries. About a real bad immediate reaction to things, I force myself to take time to gather my thoughts before I respond or react. I think that's it sucks. It really does. It sucks to be like, that's like a frequent complaint I had to my therapist, is like, it sucks being the bigger person a lot of the times, but like the alternative is not better. And like sometimes being the bigger person or being like an adult is like taking time to like manage stuff, you know, is triage. I do feel like I can't vibe because I'll spontaneously misstep and just hate myself. Somehow the Vim before conmigo got deleted in that sentence. I'm assuming we have one Portuguese speaking mod here, so it should be fine. I just almost nuked my entire online identity over an accidental face reveal. No one noticed, so. Because like it's actually been like more or less like as the person who like I beefed with has like become more and more like prolific as being like a shitty person. I speak Portuguese too, Starky. Well, as like a mod, you know. Like, I promise you that, like, the furry community, even though it, like, you think it's, like, a monolith, it really isn't. Like, like, the way some people think, I've been learning to sing Portuguese songs and it hurts my brain. I've genuinely debated making a new account for Sona to just stop interacting with people who know me as Roaring Jace. I would say if you're going to do that, don't delete your Roaring Jace account, but like give it a shot, you know? But like I don't necessarily think it's like, I don't imagine that people will treat you much differently. At the very least, the people who presumably are giving you bullshit now will give you bullshit under the new identity. A Brazilian song is playing? Yeah. I presume that this one was put in here by Matthias? Yep. I can tell you by the accent. I can tell by the accent barely. Somehow, because I do not know Brazilian, the Portuguese accents. Increasingly, I'm wondering, is like, do I need to pick up Portuguese as like a language to speak? Yo hablo un poquito de español. Necesito practicar más. Pero estoy más o menos con mi habilidad de español. Yes, so you can visit me. Oh God, I'm going to get dragged to Brazil. You are going to Brazil. No puedo hablar en español. Je ne parle pas français. Come to Brazil. I mean, honestly, I have a lot of friends who are in Brazil, so it's not necessarily outside of the realm of possibility. But it would also require, it would be expensive because I would kind of need to fly first class, unfortunately. Being as tall as I am, it is Monkey Shines from Brazil. I did not realize Monkey was also from Brazil. I'm aware of them, I think, through DA. They hop up in DA's stream occasionally. Brazilian Portuguese really highlights the funny quirks of the language, like it's Visigoth influences. Did Ilianos make that poll? No, that was made by Zeph. Like I said, Gary, Indiana is a very frequent reference here in stream. I genuinely wish I could change my Steam user ID. DA's and Dazarus? No, Dead Anthro. My Steam username is Ocarina DP. DP are my nickname initials. Okay. I definitely have gotten a conversational, like, my brain does not read DP and assume double penetration. My brain reads DP and assumes fighting game player. Because DP is short for Dragon Punch, which is a very, very frequently used fighting game term. Mine does. Skill issue. Skill issue, to be perfectly honest. I'm just giving you shit. So I changed my username. Understandable. I thought DP was dick pics. Deep throat. Ilianos has convinced at least one streamer that I live in Gary. Oh my fucking god. All right, the question is like, where if you feel comfortable, is there like a specific like nearby like big city that you feel comfortable referencing? Because I want to say you've mentioned living more to the southeast, so like closer to Ohio, the like, you know, that Cincinnati area. Earlier in the internet, people wouldn't shorten my name to Cyber because that meant cyber sex. I was called CV instead, and that doesn't work nowadays either. That's really funny. That's incredibly funny. Welcome on in, Casper House. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. That's so fucking funny, actually. I'm so sorry, but that's... It's like the people who abbreviate cyberpunk, and there was an entire genre of people who didn't understand why that was a problem. It's not Starky's birthday. Don't wish him. It literally is not my birthday. You are correct. I live in southern central Indiana. I'm closer to Illinois than Ohio. Okay. So that put you... What? Rensselaer is more north. It's Starky's birthday. It's Phoenix. Phoenix, you know me IRL. You know when my birthday is. If you don't know the specific date, you at least know the month or like the time of year, because we are as far away from it as we could possibly be. Happy birthday. Oh my fucking god. I hate it here. Welcome on in Balderheen. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Do not fucking... I've made myself uncomfortable. You're fine. It's not that I've been disappeared in the void now. Don't worry. Like, you know, you're fine. But also, I understand that like it is... Like when you're not feeling well, it's hard to feel. Just, I swear to fucking god. Happy unbirthday. Nope, not into that kink. Wait, so your birthday's October 5th? Close. October 1st. Happy day, Starky. Happy day. Definitely has got like that curve beat going on. This Zeph, what is October 1st is a sick birthday. Yeah, my birthday is literally 101. How cute birthday on October 1st, Halloween month. I just googled 182 days from today because that's the farthest possible date. Yep, it like I said, it is almost as close as possible to being as far away from the current time and date.
Where the rats?
I fed my D&D players chocolate eggs yesterday. And I don't mean chocolate in the shape of eggs.
I'm concerned. What do you mean, then? I mean, technically the day where your birthday is furthest is October 2nd. Well, it's because technically it's 6 months. You know, or absolute proximity, absolute proximity versus distance proximity. My birthday is 9/9. Did you fucking put a...
Rats.
Phoenix, did you put a fucking birthday song in the queue?
I did gain 12 pounds of trauma that session, but seeing as how that message got spoiled for me, it's now 24 pounds of trauma.
No, don't lie. I literally saw you put it in. Don't lie to me. I put 2. God fucking damn it. Welcome on Drift King. Glad I was sweeping. Hello, I have a hunch for this to say for some reason. Happy birthday. People are going to join and be like, oh my god, Starky, is it your birthday? No, it's not. It's not my birthday. It is literally, from an absolute distance perspective, as far away from being my birthday as it could possibly be. Okay, I gotta make sure I draw the glasses. The glasses. I was about to say, it's like, I feel like the size is not correct. It's okay if they're like a little bit different, but like that big of a difference is like actually problematic. Yes, please no Christmas music, I beg of you. My birthday is 6/9, nice. That is actually a kind of impressive birthday date. Hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Is it too early for Christmas in July? Yes. There was a lot of more venom in that yes than I meant there to be, but I think it conveys my feelings properly. Welcome on in, Thomas. Good night, sweet bean.
Try chocolate that grew from rocks. It's not a parasite. Trust me, I DM for D&D.
That sounds like a parasite. Yes, holding knife. This is definitely the happiest orb I feel like I'm drawing. I feel like of all of the orb of creatures being orbed, I definitely think Slowed would be the happiest about being an orb. He'd be the most excited orb. It'd be like, finally, my time has come. Just wait for the Halloween session. Okay, I like the shape. I just think I need to, like, bring it in a little bit. So that way it's the same thickness as the other. More music. Where did the music go? Music, sometimes the music just does that. I will I will defeat them through the light in the dark. Your mistake was you underestimate my power. Won't you go of the fights till tomorrow's mine? All of the nights dancing to. Tomorrow is mine. Better run. Okay. Now I gotta figure out how to do a bunch of fucking hair. Nah. So I was hanging with James Jars. It was nice. We watched a bunch of movies. I got unlimited sushi. I got some really, really good ramen. And then, yeah, like some really, really good pizza. And, like that, I am very happy to say, like, now that I've been there, that like it definitely seems like James and it seems like Hero and Lunar's new place is significantly better than their previous was. And I'm very, very happy about that fact. Did I ever show you the antagonist of the main story chapter in Arknights? Maybe. It kind of depends, because you showed me a lot of like bits and pieces. Oh, you met them before? Yeah. I'm so glad you had a good time. Yeah. Tomorrow is mine. An ad break is starting to go. Yes, we got ad breaks hitting soon. Go grab a snack, grab some hydration. We will be here when you come back. Me and Big Distract doing the making of the art and shit. So like, you know, take care of your needs while, you know, there's nothing to experience here.
Rats, where the rats?
Starky, what do you call a spaceship powered by methane? The Fatimas.
Oh my god. Welcome on in, Gadget. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Also, I never said hi. Welcome on in, Camp Cool. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hey, we should have a Gadget if one of my mods is available. Maker you want. Breaker you with forever you don't. Wanting away. Moon roof. There we go. Said antagonist, Elizabeth.
Rats,
Elizabella Bethabel.
rats.
What's up, Crisp?
I forgot to mention the campaign yesterday got derailed by the knowledge that some rare material being found by a pervert who boiled a ton of piss. Forgot what that material was, but Kasai probably remembers, so ask him.
Fascinating. This is Elizabeth, and apparently she's the villain from Arknights. She slays 100%. But also, I can't fucking hear Elizabeth now without thinking about that fucking the unicorns from what's the show? Fuck, what is the name of the show? It was on Disney. Gravity Falls. Elizabella Bethabel, are you fucking with the humans again? No. So the more closely I add, the less animalistic they look. There's a forum post I read back when the PUA stuff started. PUA? Started kicking up. Someone made a troll about how they you can boil your own urine and rub the residue on your neck to create your own pheromonal perfume. Oh my god.
The cream. And let me point. The cream. The cream. Oh. The cream. The cream. The cream.
Pickup artist? Oh, that is okay. Never mind. That's really funny. Then. Hey, look! It's a horrible person who's dead. That's right. He is dead now. Now we can just make fun of him. She sent the army to beat up the proletariat. Yuck. The cream. The cream. It's okay. He's dead now. Well, sorry, if Corvid comes over here, could you call him out for putting Chick-fil-A in the A in the fucking A tier of his fast food tier list? Who does that? I'm glad for this information because yes, I absolutely will. It's mediocre chicken at best. It's just chicken with pickle juice in it. There's so many better fucking chicken places. The fucking gentrified ass chicken restaurant. You can get that at Costco? Exactly. Just go to Costco. You said the waffle fries were good. They're not even particularly good for waffle fries. They're just the only place that has waffle fries that's a fast food place. If you want bad food with good fries, you go to Arby's. Yeah. That's also if you want to take out like a second mortgage on your fucking house, you go to Arby's. I don't know why Arby's is so goddamn expensive. It's way more expensive than it has any right to be. Let's see. Goddamn, Danganronpa music really does slap, though. They gave me a free milkshake at Arby's several times. I'm like, what the fuck? For which reason got F tier? I kind of agree. I think Arby's deserves F tier, but I think it deserves to be in the same tier as Chick-fil-A.
Rats. Rats. Where the rats?
Important poll for Starky's personality. What K-pop demon hunter is Starky?
Do you think I'm Rumi, Zoe, or Mira? You know what? I kind of agree that I'm most likely to be Mira. How be you? I'm doing all right. Welcome on in, Spencer. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I feel like I'm definitely the Mira. Imagine playing this at a rave and not telling the context to anyone. I need to like make more space for the frankly ridiculous amount of hair we got going on here. The irresponsible amount of hair. Apparently beating myself over the head trying to do A10 with Regent. Just wait for the buffs to hit. Regent's getting like a ton of buffs in the next patch. I know. But also, I think this would go hard as fuck at a rave. The Stardew pack updated with more mods. I wish I had that much enthusiasm for mods, honestly. It's not to say I don't like mods. It's just like I never have like the desire to just like install a fuck ton of them. I love moderating. I love modding. You mean moderating, right? 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 You like moderating for the stream? That way I don't have to pay you. Sometimes I only gain interest in the because of the mods. Don't you dot me. Bad Starky, I'm kidding. You're not I can't pay you either way. I don't make enough. I don't make enough. You don't even feed me. I don't make enough streaming to pay my mods, unfortunately. I'm still stuck in the box. Get back in the box. Starky pays me to watch. I could not. I could not. Unless you mean pay you by like sending you the occasional picture. Because I have done that. Not my e-boy era. So for the price of one McDonald's K-pop Hunter meal, I'll no longer gift you the bad Steam game. This is a joke. Starky, please. Don't even pay us an exposure. Hey, I rated into Zeph once. That's exposure, right? I also I expose your kinks, so that's another type of exposure. Starky slacking on that part. I will expose someone through this quote. You really did, to be fair. And you expose them by making them bare and taking them out in public. You are correct. I could do that. Although I think that is in violation of decency law, of like some laws somewhere, surely. Probably laws against kidnapping. I mean, Fairstucky was also not normal about Muktuk and Potionomics. Who the fuck is going to be normal about who is going to be gay and normal about Muktuk and Potionomics? He's grasping at so straws. He's so hard. He's basically a marine animal. What does that mean? Like the thing you drink from? Like those straws? Why would a marine animal need a straws? Pollution, you dumb fuck. That's not, but that's the grasping at straws isn't about the drink straws. Grasping at straws is about the hay straws. The metaphor doesn't work because the metaphor doesn't work because of linguistic differences. You see, I'm actually very smart. I'm kidding. This may be a sign of autism. I mean, it probably is, to be fair. SMRT. Welcome on, Giganta. Glad to have you sweeping. Good show for Giganta. I almost made a poll called Should the Mons Rebel and Guillotine Chan Starky? The more you know. I thought it was about sippy straws too. No, it's because the idea is like you're grasping at straws, like you're trying to claw like you're trying to climb to the top of a stack of hay, but like it's difficult to do that because the straws and the straws of hay aren't like super they're not like super tightly bound into the group, so they slide out. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, like unstable footing is kind of the idea, but like, you know. Although I suppose a pile of straws would probably have a similar issue. Starky, you pay me in suffering? Yeah, I do. I pay you in exposure the most of all. Mr. You've revealed a significant number of your kinks here. The bad NTF bondage. Zeph exposed himself with his FA posts. He did do that. It was really funny. He was upset by the number of people who were liking his sins. Because he was certain I was spying on his sins, and I'm like, I don't care if my mods sin, just as long as they don't do it against me. And but even then, I don't fucking y'all sin against me constantly. To be fair. Good. Continue to sin. Make sure Jesus didn't die for nothing. When was the last time I sinned against you, Starky? Today. It must have been a while back. That's why you just be an open book. What did I do today? I'm sure you've... Okay, there's got to be at least one problem, like one problematic poll you've ran. I'm trying to think of... I gift you an anime fart sim on Saturday. Yeah, and you referenced that today. That's its own bespoke sin. Though I am an exhibitionist, so my reasoning is flawed. Yeah. I'm definitely... I prefer more private. Exhibition stuff just seems icky to me. And not from like the perspective of like, oh, it's like, you know, shame on you. Unless you're into being shamed for being an exhibitionist, in which case shame on you. But like more just like I don't think I could ever feel comfortable doing something like that. There's no poll. The poll might still be open on your instance, in which case you need to close it yourself. Remember everyone, Mayo Starky Yeta? Shut the fuck up. You know me, I'll never force something into something for the sake of my own enjoyment. You go to the opposite. You have the opposite extreme going on, where like, there are times where it seems like you're apprehensive to invite someone to something they might enjoy for fear of bothering them. I say with love. Admittedly, that is only more in like you're like when you're not doing well, so. Shane needs a discussion first. That's fair. Smile, yeah. To be fair, like, I think it's honestly important. Like, I think it's like high key important for friends to know like what your tells are for like if you're doing well or not, so that way they can like respond appropriately. Well, if you're comfortable with being open in them, yeah. It's like if you have friends you're super duper close with, I think it's like advisable to like be, you know, to be like, hey, here's the things to like watch out for, like if, you know, for like if I'm not doing so well. I definitely know like my most prolific one is also shared. Like it's one that both Phoenix and I have, so like, you know, we can like double check each other. Check each other's work. Well, come on in, Fine Point. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. This is starting to look appropriately messy. Although I kind of think I want to bring it in a little bit. Bring it in, bring it in. Bring it in, bring it in. Currently, we are drawing a borb. Emphasis on the orb. I'm both excited and nervous about my first FurCon. Oh yeah, that's right. You're gonna be going to AC, won't you? I need to look into the logistics of that. I'm leaning towards like probably not this year, unfortunately. because it is AFC? No. AC. Anthrocon. I don't know if there is an AFC. I'm sure it's an acronym somewhere, but like, I don't think there's a furry convention that goes by that. There's KFC. AFC is football. Oh, that explains why I didn't recognize it. I do not remotely give, I don't give two shits about football. You think Starky would care about football after all Starky lives? Shut the fuck up. There's BBC too. Yeah, the British Broadcasting Channel. Yeah, shut the fuck up. God, shut the fuck up. I grab you, I grip you, I shake you. I throw you into horny jail. Starky's shins. Shut up. So you like feet too? I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. It was an emote at one point. I promised if I ever hit Twitch partner because I would have gotten additional emote slots, and then it just ended up showing up in it ended up being the like emote of a month for tag Tygon's Patreon. So where's it come down on his head? It's like kind of perpetually at the side. The upside down model stream. I'm just saying Starky is normally pretty keen on interacting with. Listen, I'm pretty willing to like to commit to bits. There are certain bits I'm very willing to commit to. That one was relatively inoffensive for me to commit to. You have a badge in a hotel. It's the end of it's the end of June, right? Like it's like the weekend between June and July is what happens every year. So I got like 2 months to kind of consider it. Actually, 3 months. I think so. July 2nd through 5th. No penis attack. Detonation. What the fuck are you going on about? That actually is like you're like Moz, you mind deleting that comment because that's actually a little bit over the line. Do not do that. That's very, very weird. Oh, they do that? Yeah, but I also don't want to talk about that, and I don't want that to happen here in this space. Yeah, we reference not safe for work stuff, but it's not like a meaningful like discussion about it or being specific. Oh, that's something we probably should warn you about. Elevator con is a very real thing. Elevator con is a very, very real thing. Because a lot of fursuiters just no fursuiter is gonna fucking use the stairs in suit. So elevator convention, like line con for elevators is like a very, very real thing. You will probably be waiting upwards of 30 minutes for an elevator, at least in the main hotel. If you're one of the side hotels, it's a little bit better, but like not, still like not free by any means. That's okay. I like stairs. I'm the weird nerd that likes cardio. Elevators have poor ventilation usually. I mean, yeah, but it's still easier than climbing. It's still easier than climbing like upwards of like 10 stories in fursuit. I mean, unless you make friends with someone in a wheelchair. I guess it makes sense that they would probably want to prioritize people who are like so disabled that they are unable to climb the climb stairs, in terms of like things that they want to make sure that like people are able to get where they need to be going. Back from the showers. Welcome back from the showers. Hi, back from the showers. I'm Starky. Disabled congoers either have a separate elevator or get priority access with maybe one other person. That makes sense. I think that's actually very, very sweet. My own bit used against me. I feel like you can't really call that your bit. That's like the example of like of a dad joke.
Rats, we're the rats.
Fun fact, Starky hasn't touched water since the 2010s.
I've literally took a bath before the shower, or took a shower before the stream started. Don't take a bath before the shower. Water has an existence since 2012. Ivan, are you sending this from the future? Are you sending this from the Water Wars? Don't take a bath before... Actually, the shower is meant to clean you, so you're not stank soup. I mean, I guess it depends. Like, you probably should take a shower before and after the bath, assuming you're doing like a shared bath thing. You ever take a shower and bath at the same time? I've considered it. I've considered it for sure. Just like leaving the like running the shower, but like leaving the bathtub plugged. I feel like it's like one of those things where it's like I don't like I feel like that wouldn't necessarily be as like convenient as you would think. Welcome on, Astral. Good to have you, sweet bean. You wish out for Astral. Most is said, the most it said is the more concerned I get. I mean, it's like... I don't know how to do a mullet. I've kind of just given you like a fuck-ass bob. I'm sorry. Welcome on, Corvid. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Good show for Corvid. Also, Corvid, glad to have you here. Grabs you, grips you so you can't escape. The fuck you mean you put Chick-fil-A and A on the fast food tier list? I'm judging. I actually am judging you for this because it's not even particularly like setting aside if you can the homophobic chicken aspect. It's not good chicken, and the fries there aren't significantly above average to justify anything above D. Do you think StarkyMorph can read? Yes or no? they don't know. I can't read. Look. I'm looking. I'm waiting. I am waiting to pass judgment. State your defense. It's more consistently good than something like McDonald's. Yeah, and McDonald's, well, your cost, you're paying the increased price. Actually, nowadays, you're probably not even paying that much of an increased price. So McDonald's is like F tier. I remember fast food has a low bar. The bar is not that low. The bar is not in hell. Under that standard, everything would be F tier. No, because Waffle House was on his fast food tier list. Where did you put Waffle House? Counterpoint, McDonald's, you will always have the same quality no matter the region. I consider that kind of a bad thing. Actually, to be fair, that's not even true either, because Japanese McDonald's Japan apparently is significantly higher quality. Like, we get the shit McDonald's here in America. But we send you the final list? Yes. I want to judge your sins. Japan 7-Eleven is the grocery store. Is a grocery store that don't count. Cent. Convenience can count considering the sort of food they sell. I think... Okay. I see Five Guys as S tier and I already have issues. You put Panera in A tier? No, I'm judging the fuck out of you. I value consistency in my trash. That's fair. The fuck is this? What are you? What is this up here? Like, you can buy fried chicken in them, Slim Chickens. Never had it. Okay. No, what is the entire S tier here doing? No. Slim Chickens. Actually, you know what? I've seen those restaurants. Starky, calm down. At least chose two of those to go in 2 tier. America might legit have too many fast food chains. You like Taco Bell? Taco Bell is genuinely tasty and still relatively cheap. It has genuinely, like, I can get at a Taco Bell with a reasonable amount of food with $12. It's not like $40 to fucking get Taco Bell's terrible customer service consistently.
My rage goes towards IHOP, not a fast food place, being in F tier.
Consistently always for eating food. That's why you double check. That's why you have You have to, like, Taco Bell keeps you honest. Taco Bell forces you to double check. Taco Bell is fine, but compensates with price, but also is an insult. Oh no, it's not actual Mexican food. It's Tex-Mex. It's not even really Tex-Mex. Yeah, my parents don't, so it's whatever. You shouldn't have to check. Of the S tier, Five Guys is the least egregious. I think Five Guys fries are genuinely a sin. They are floppy. They are soaked in oil. They aren't even particularly tasty in terms of like flavor.
Arby's deserves C tier for their fries. Jersey Mike's is better than Subway, and Dunkin' deserves D tier.
What would you put in S tier? S tier for me would probably be Taco Bell, Noodles and Company, Chipotle. I think I'll put Dunkin' Donuts up there for breakfast stuff. I will start to make his own tier list then. I mean, if you've got the raw for this, like if you got the link to this, I will do this. Is this you and Owen was Herb at Saks? Starky tier list. Okay, Taco Bell on S, be for real. I'm being 100% for real right now. Five, my city is a big health. It is okay. To explain it to some degree, I have a particular fondness for Taco Bell because it was the only restaurant nearby where I used to live. It was the closest restaurant, and it was 15 minutes away by car. Okay. Okay. Arby's is getting like... Arby's is getting... Okay. Start with the stuff that I know I'm gonna like... Chipotle is A, because it's good, but it's not consistent. Also, it's extremely... It's pricey, and also like... The serving portions can be a bit of a pain in the ass. I had to add a few of the other places myself, by the way, and those didn't save on it. Arby genuinely has the best fries in the game right now. And I think that is worth a C tier, but also it is incredibly expensive for what you're getting. It's a fast food tier list times Stinkies. I can't say much because we barely have like 7 of those in South America. Oh, okay, here's the thing. It's also, if you didn't grow up on Taco Bell, or if you grew up in an area where you had like access to extremely cheap, like good, authentic Mexican food, that's not what I would never be like, oh, I want a Mexican food, I'm gonna go visit Taco Bell. Fuck no. I'm going to Taco Bell because I want Taco Bell. It's not Mexican food. It's its own thing. Taco Bell nacho fries is banging as long as the employees don't cheap out on the seasoning. Yeah, like 2015, 20, yeah. If this were, hold up, let me decrease the volume music a little bit. If this were like a couple of years ago, if this is like, if this was like 2016, 2017 Chipotle, it would be S tier. But between the portion size bullshit, the inconsistency of the food, and the price increase recently, it's A at best. Okay. Pizza Hut, F. Popeyes, Popeyes goes up an S. Genuinely good chicken. A lot of the sides are really, really tasty. They have good fries. You know, the biscuits are really, really good. I've never had Zaxby's. I've never had that. Never had Bojangles. I'm trying to think if I've had Church's chickens. Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A. Oh, it's since we're on the topic, Chick-fil-A is F tier. Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A. Then why is Chick-fil-A in the S tier for you? Did you get bullied into putting Chick-fil-A up in S tier? McDonald's is like This is the okay. F tier is stuff that genuinely makes me like sick. Like it tastes so bad that like I barely consider it food. McDonald's is at least palatable, but it's so expensive. I'm in hell. It's so expensive nowadays that like it kind of lost its one thing it's got going for it. The burgers are fine, the fries are okay, they got the Sprite, and it doesn't justify the like $40 bill that is like going to McDonald's nowadays. Never had Cookout. I cannot be objective with McDonald's is my trash food of choice when I'm sad. That's fair. That's fair. No, I'm very much the same way, which is why Taco Bell for me is going up in S tier because it has that. It's doing its own thing. It's not Mexican food. Do not go to Taco Bell if you like Mexican food expecting it to taste like the Mexican food that you've enjoyed. It is not the same thing. McDonald's was good once. Even here, those franchises clearly got worse with time. That being said, McDonald's can go die in a fire with its politics. CC's Pizza. It's good, relatively cheap. It's not like spectacular, but it's okay. It's solid pizza. Actually, you know what? I might bump that up to B because at least it's not like.
Where the rats?
Starky lost his shirt ranking food. Next thing he knows, he's gonna be sitting there with barbecue sauce on his titties.
Okay, I'm gonna say some wild shit. I'm gonna hit you with some wild shit. That I imagine chat is not going to be very happy with me about, but I'm going to be doing it regardless. Wendy's is the same tier as McDonald's. Burger King is a tier up. Because as time has gone on, McDonald's and Wendy's qualities have both dropped significantly. Burger King's quality dropped a while ago, but at least it stayed at that level. Like Burger King nowadays is as good as it was 10 years ago, which is worse than it was 15 years ago. Is it because of the Burger King tacos? The what? The fuck you mean Burger King tacos? The base Taco Bell is meh, but if you switch the meats for potatoes again, here's the thing. Taco Bell, I think you kind of have to. I'm usually like, okay, I'll get the order as is, but I Taco Bell is my exception where like I will make edits. So I go to McDonald's pizza. The fuck you mean McDonald's pizza? Boston Market, I don't think I've ever had. Buffalo Wild Wings, I feel like deserves its own tier. Because it varies so deeply based on the location. We have, like, there is a Buffalo Wild Wings near my, like, within driving distance of my place. That's, like, the training Buffalo Wild Wings location for the state of Indiana. And it's fucking spectacular. It's so good. But, like, I feel like if you go to a place where they don't give a shit, it's one of the worst dining experiences. So I feel like you could put it anywhere on this tier list based on how much of a shit the people running it give. I'm gonna put it here because I would say that this is an approximate quality of the place nearby me.
Rats. Where the rats?
As the resented eat anything because tacos were not food.
I would have put it at A. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at A. Fucking okay, wild take again. I think I'm gonna order these later. I think Dairy Queen also. I think I would rather go to Dairy Queen to get a burger than McDonald's. Little Caesars. Okay, this is not a taste thing. This is a respect on the name thing. Little Caesars is $5 for a decent amount of food, and it's palatable. It's like far and away the best deal in the current economy if you're going to get fast food. I value like an appropriate cost for the quality of food that I'm getting, and this is not a good pizza, but it is edible and it is cheap as shit. So I'm putting respect on the name. If I ever visit, we can try these fast food places and make a new list. Moe's? I think this is like wherever Chipotle goes, Moe's is one place below it. I think that's where I'm putting those. Five Guys. It's really expensive and the fries are actively bad. Like I would rather I would pay extra to get 2 burgers and no fries, because the fries are just not a good experience at Five Guys. They're greasy, they're soft, they're floppy. I don't know. Panera goes on my shit list. Panera is absolutely F tier for me, because it's expensive, mediocre food. Starky highly rates Five Guys. Who are they? I was respect for Little C's for housing Rosa Parks during the heights of the civil rights. Holy shit, I did not know about that. Panera is really good when it started. I've never had Panera and been happy about the experience. Jimmy John's is... Let's see. Jimmy John's is like a B. I'm usually like... I'm not like enthused, but I'll get it and I'll find something that I'm happy about. You know? Qdoba. Qdoba is the same location as Moe's, where it's whatever Chipotle is, 1 tier below. Yeah, at the time the CEO was personally made sure she was housed. Let's see. Never had Jack in the Box. Never had In-N-Out Burger. Never had Shake Shack. Never had Whataburger. I can't remember if I've had Church's Chicken or not. I don't think I have. Don't think I've had Jersey Mike's. Never had Firehouse Subs. Oh yeah, I remember reading about that too. Wasn't it anonymous too? St. Louis Bread, Panera is really good where it started. St. Louis Bread Company is better, which is the original name. I haven't had dinner, and honestly, I don't feel like eating today. I mean, if you got like if you put something like, even if it's crackers on your stomach, it's better than nothing. Shake Shack is $20 for a mid burger or something. Okay, Steak and Shake. I feel about Steak and Shake the way a lot of people feel about Waffle House, where like every time I go to Steak and Shake, it's like it smells like cigarettes. In like, I like Steak and Shake. Like, I like Steak and Shake in spite of the fact that I know it's not good food. So I'm gonna fucking hit you all with the sauce and put it in B. How are we friends? I have too many good memories associated with Steak and Shake. I would never bring a friend to Steak and Shake under any circumstances. I would go to Steak and Shake as like a guilty pleasure. Panda Express. Panda Express is going in A. Panda Express, I think it's still expensive. They're what? Some Somings 6-7 NASA stream during the eclipse they're in. They're spamming 6-7. I'm learning Starky and I have wildly different tastes. Is Starky's 3 AM being a goblin eating in the car meal? Never had Pan Express, but first I've had Buffalo Wild Wings. Don't like Five Guys, haven't had Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is the same tier as Popeyes for me. I think so. They are equivalently good. They're equivalently good. I prefer Popeyes a little bit, but like they're doing different things. Where like Popeyes has better flavor, but Raising Cane's has juicier chicken. And I respect the both. I respect them both. Checkers, I've had Checkers, but I only had it for the BLTs. We call it rallies here in Indiana. It's like fine. It's like I'm not enthused by it, but like I'll you know, I'll get through there.
Where the rats?
I'd Raising Cane's in direct response to Digital Circus episode 8.
And the sauce, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm like pretty hit or miss on the cane sauce. It's good, but it's not amazing to me. Domino's Pizza, I'm putting alongside Little Caesars as a pizza place that like, it's definitely more expensive now, but it's still at least like I think it's the only fast food chain I would reasonably like be excited. It's the only fast food pizza I would be excited to get nowadays. I'd be like, oh hey, they got like Domino's Pizza. I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty good. Sonic? Oh, Sonic is F tier. Sonic is hard F tier. The only thing they've got going for them is the drinks. This is why I don't let you choose restaurants, motherfucker. I'm the one who, every time we go get food, you're like, Starky, here's 3 options, choose one, and I always choose one. We never go to fast food places. Sonic is often I'll die on this hill. Oh, it's garbage. It is actively fucking disgusting. Hardee's is, I'll put it alongside Burger King and Dairy Queen. It's fine. It's like relatively good. Subway, yeah, here where I'm like, I'll eat it, but I won't be happy about it. Waffle House, I think, also goes in D tier. Sonic fell hard changing their breakfast burritos. I was fighting for my life against a friend yesterday who was the biggest Sonic defender I've ever seen. Welcome on in, Xerox. Glad I have you, Sweet Bean. I've never enjoyed eating food from Sonic. I like their drinks, but this is a restaurant tier list. This isn't a fucking bar tier list. They got good drinks, but if the food is, like, inedible, I'm not going to rank it highly. IHOP goes up in S tier. No questions. I will not be taking questions. Papa John's it's like a slightly better Pizza Hut. KFC, it's one of these two. It's one of these two. I think it goes in D. I think this is a relatively respectable tier list. There's probably a couple of eyebrow raisers, but I feel like this is reasonably, like, you know, I don't, no, shut the fuck up, Phoenix. No, it's not. I don't like Subway. I feel more guilty about eating Subway than Burger King. But it's not, I also say no, it's not my tier list. Is it the Steak and Shake? Are you mad about the Steak and Shake being in B tier? Overall, I would agree, but I would put Panda Express in the trash. This is why we just do Hot Pot. This is why we go to actual restaurants. Here's the secret. Most local restaurants are significantly better than anything fast food. The only thing you're getting from the fast food is, like, the reasonable chance to, like, sue the company if they give you food poisoning. This is why I don't speak my opinions and just won't eat. Except the Burger King one. Burger King only get if you like everything. Burger King... I'm not even a Burger King defender. Burger King just, like, it's not, it hasn't dropped as like fucking press, like, it isn't dropped into the sheer void of quality that McDonald's and Wendy's have. I'm mad you put Little Caesars in A but Papa John's in D. That's an understandable. I completely understand where you're coming from. That I think I would be Papa John's I think is in C is a little bit more reasonable. I think if you're like, if I showed up to a party and they got Papa John's, I'm having a couple slices. Wendy's went to fucking shredded lettuce on their chicken sandwiches. Like, why? Honestly, this is more of like my like respect on the name. Like, if we were going just by like sheer taste quality, a Little Caesars would drop significantly. But I'm thinking about like the whole experience. So like I'm thinking about like, you know, like the to-go order, the fucking, like, the bill shock, the sticker shock as soon as you finish ordering. And I think this is like, you know, I think everyone's gonna have like one thing they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, Starky? But I think like outside of that one thing, this is like a relatively good. I want to be clear, I'm doing a bit. No one should be judged by the fast food taste. Oh, absolutely. Little Caesars food quality is F, but the vibes are A. Yeah, like going to Little Caesars is like a great experience. Eating Little Caesars is awful. And I think in the modern day and age, I respect the experience of going to a restaurant and like having the vibes there be good a lot more, especially because, you know, it combined that with the, like the affordability. I'm like, okay, let me order based on Raising Cane's is probably the bottom of S tier.
Bruce is here. Should we show him the new Lucario design?
No.
3.
I respect that you disagree with my list and made your own list. Popeyes, Taco Bell, I think this ordered, let me see, ordering the tier lists. I'm gonna put Little Caesars the bottom of A, mostly just because it's like the miscongeniality pick. Little Caesars in A is absolutely the miscongeniality of my fucking my tier list here. Five Guys in A? No. No, that's getting moved down. Buffalo up at the top of A, Domino's, pizzas, yeah. Drag Race reference. Well, that's like that's any pageant. Birds squawking at each other while I just sit. What does IHOP serve? Pancakes. They do breakfasts. They do like burgers. It's pretty good. That was first. Once I wanted a veggie delight with all the veggie options they had. Person making it was all confused. Let's see. Chipotle, yeah, this is probably about right. I think probably Domino's above Panda Express. CC's is yeah, I think I like I like Moe's a little bit more. They make really complicated pancakes. If Denny's was there, it would demolish IHOP. Not for me. I prefer IHOP over Denny's. Also, ready to run our second set of 3-minute ads. Runs every hour to pre-rolls. People don't have to deal with the ads as they join the stream. Feel free to go grab a snack or grab some hydration. We'll be here when you come back. Papa John's, I think, is the top of C tier. The pizza's good. The experience of getting the pizza and everything else, like, is kind of rancid. I would rather have Arby's than Dairy Queen. I would rather have... Yeah. Hardee's can probably go above. It's been a hot minute since I've had Checkers. We're getting real into the stinkers here. Does Subway get moved down a tier? Why Arby's over Dairy Queen? I like okay, I'm gonna reveal a very important thing about me. I really like nacho cheese. That's probably gonna contextualize a decent amount of the placements, actually. That's gonna explain like why Taco Bell is up here. Welcome on a kilo. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Also, something apparently is very unique to Indiana is that like we have nacho cheese. Like we will eat breadsticks with nacho cheese. So that does boost a lot of pizza places because like it's really you're a Hoosier, a Josier. No, it's HOOSER. Yeah, but no, I'm a Hoosier. So to some degree, Little Caesars, Domino's, and CC's have all gotten a boost from that because nacho cheese on breadsticks fucking slaps. What's that donut served in Indiana? I know I spelled it wrong. So Little Caesars with their crazy bread and cheese. Yeah, like Little Caesars gets a huge bump from the bread cheese on bread factor here in Indiana. Hoosiers an insult where I live. Where do you live, if I may ask? Are you from Louisiana, where the term originates? Let's see. Wendy's, McDonald's. I probably prefer to go to KFC over Waffle House, but it's close. Pizza Hut is actively vile. Oh god, the F tier list here just sucks. It's funny, since it's a term, it's a term because of people from Indiana. Why is KFC lower than McDonald's? I would rather eat McDonald's than KFC. McDonald's is just it's tastier. And all else being the same, KFC is just kind of like the 404 like taste preference not found. Like KFC is just like caloric intake. I think like KFC is kind of the differentiation point for me between like KFC is like the most fucking nothing ass restaurant. So I think it's the split point for me between like food that like is edible and food that like you would actively have to pay me to eat. Why is Los Pollos Hermanos not here? I went to McDonald's, but I genuinely can't be bothered to go to the house. Only time I went KFC was I'm in Japan. I would love to go to Japanese KFC. It really does suck here. Like my F tier is fucking dog shit. I think. Oh God. I think my F tier is ordered correctly. It's like mediocre chicken with a side of bad politics versus actively inedible pizza. Do you not actually not like Chick-fil-A? It's not even it's mediocre chicken that people are obsessed with and is associated with bad politics. So it fucking checks all of my hipster like hates because I don't understand why people like it so much. It's not even good chicken. I actually like Chick-fil-A where I live and I refuse to buy it. Wendy's better be D for delicious. Wendy's is in D because it's expensive and the quality has gone down significantly. Welcome on, you go jalapeno. Glad I was sweet bean. It's better chicken than other chicken on this list. If we're talking about strictly from a taste comparison, Chick-fil-A is probably better than KFC, but I think it would very much depend on what mood I'm in. I feel like if I'm in a mood to like if I'm getting lunch, I would go to Chick-fil-A, but if I'm getting any other meal, I'd rather go to KFC. Wendy's deserves to be out of business. I can't be convinced otherwise. I kind of agree with you, honestly. Like, Pizza Hut is actively vile. Sonic should not be selling food. Panera is overpriced for nothing, and Chick-fil-A is mediocre, associated with just evil bullshit. So I think that being my F tier makes a lot of sense. There isn't anything on Sonic's menu that isn't 5,000 calories of sugar. I mean, to be fair, that's because the only thing Sonic should be serving is drinks. They should not be serving food. I only consistently had Chick-fil-A at uni because it was a student center, so students were working there, so I felt better knowing my money was going towards that. Also, Panera killed someone, so there's that on the record. You're right, actually. You make an extremely compelling point. You make an extremely compelling argument. Hold up a moment. You've made a good argument. They did kill someone. I forgot about the lemonade.
Where the rats?
That's a crisp.
Happy April, Starky. The taxman is coming to get you.
It's okay. I did my taxes back in January. Why did it go up on the list for that? Because the lemonade. Also because all of us yearn for death, and because it's really there is value. Okay, when you're in the F tier, when you are in the F tier, the value, like it's a fucking like it's a knockdown drag out fucking brawl, and you gotta scrape for every inch. And being a meme worthy, unfortunately, does earn you a little extra points at that point. Goddamn, Starky. Starky. Thank you for the 10 pennies. I mean, rest in peace, but also, like... I mean, if they still had it when I was in college, I would have drinking the shit out of that.
Bird bitch, goddamn.
Thank you for the 9 pennies, you sweet bean. Since we have a fast food topic, I want to watch a short video. I'm not going to finish the sketch today. That's not going to happen. Oh my god, so my brother, and me. Had they been smart, they would have put a... Yeah. Yeah. I think they were legally forced to nerf the lemonade. They did. Like, the lawyers, I'm pretty sure, were the reason they nerfed the lemonade. You could not waterboard that admission out of me. That's like, admittedly, in the Fat Fur community, that would be hot as fuck. Like, you would be thriving, but like... my god! Get that man a fucking boost. Yeah. Aren't you tired of being skinny? Don't you ever want to go dog shit at the CC's Pizza? Oh my god! Holy shit! That's horrifying! That's okay. 22 slices of pizza, assuming you're getting 8 slices of pizza per pizza, that's almost 3 whole fucking pizzas. Hold up. But I think it actually might be more than that, because I feel like CC's does a 6 cut as opposed to the 8 cut. That if that's the case, they got like 4 full fucking pizzas. Six cut, those are huge slices. It is a lot of pizza. No matter how you look at it, you're either just under 3 really big pieces of pizza or 6 fucking like you're either 3 like extremely big pizzas or 4 moderately sized pizzas. I'm sorry, 45 minutes to eat 22 slices is wild. That's like a slice every 2 minutes. That's doable. That's actually very doable. Stargate, I don't think that's doable for a normal person. I'm 1.5 people, and I also eat extremely quickly. No fucking CC's has a 30-minute time limit. Not Biden. Oh my, no, not the not the fucking chocolate cake scene from Matilda. To be fair, it could be funnier. The funnier option is the wafer thin mint, the wafer thin mint from Monty Python. That looks like testicles. How the fuck? But man, when I was a kid, I could reach more than 10 slices. Like after 4 to 5 slices, I think continuing at the pace for 2 minutes a slice is still fast. I could probably maintain that pace for like at least 10 slices. We do not talk about the Mr. Creosote and his just a wafer thin. You know someone's sexual awakening was the fucking just a wafer thin meat scene. I'm sorry to say that, but also welcome on a Mulk. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Also, happy International Ace Day. Starky, you are also a large boy. I'm a large man. Thank you. I'm a large bird, actually. I'm trying to figure out how to... I never fucking know how to do wings. Large lad. Am a famously Lord Borb. Okay. Look, I might just drop the fucking... the mullet goes all the way down. I'm sorry, Sled Panda, but when you're an orb, the mullet goes all the way down. Eres un gran pájaro. Sí, sí lo soy. Alrighty. And also, like, it's because, like, to some degree, so I only have like 3 biological siblings, but like my family was like the meeting place for like a lot of people, which meant that like a lot of the times there was like upwards of 7 kids at my place growing up, who are all eating food, which meant that if I want to eat, all right, it's an art day. It is an art day. Upwards of like 7 kids who were like eating at like my place at any given time. So if I wanted to get seconds or even like a proper amount of food, I need to eat fucking fast. So I've developed a bit of an unintentional like speed eater methodology. For me, it depends on the state of my body. I eat pretty average portions, but if I'm burning calories like crazy and I'm actively hungry, I will demolish anything. Once my lunch break, I ordered a large piece in advance with less than 20 minutes taking into account the drive to the pizza place. I demolished it, leaving like 1 slice before I had to go back to work. I respect that. I respect that. Oh, my shirt's back. I love this for me. Speaking, all this food talk's got me fucking starving. I'm tempted to go grab a snack right now because you people have like induced into me a profound hunger. Should I drink vinegar soda or put mayo on a cookie? Do both at the same time. Dip the mayo cookie in the vinegar soda. You all made me hungry for fried chicken. The closest place I could get some is like 15 minutes away, and that doesn't quite feel worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it. I would feel at that point. Hey, Starky, you should show off the post. I found that's just Kasai. I don't think I can. I think I might get banned off of Twitch if I show that post. They said so. It's a comic that sets up one of those like surprise like no warning come scenes. Like, oh, you're supposed to warn me first, etc., etc. But it's just someone who was squeezing a bottle of mayonnaise too hard, and the mayonnaise got everywhere. And that's Kasai. I saw that one. That's just Kasai, right? I need context. None will be provided. Context in my stream? Context? You asked too much. I mean, given the average furry art, then the average furry can surely write with it. Yeah. No, like I need context. No, like I'm conning your text. How does that work? I'm trying to figure out if like I can sneak a shirt on you. I kind of just drawn everyone who gets orbed naked. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to fit the thing on there. Oh my. Can I sneak a jacket on you? No. Starky, how was your weekend? It was good. Very, very busy. I ended up taking, I got Friday off as part of a state holiday. Wait a second, are you doing this just so you can mute me? But no, I ended up getting a no. I've grown wise to your tricks. Of course not. I cast Mute Shield. But no, I had a good time. I had a good time visiting friends over in Chicago. Chicago. Oh no, I'm not allowed to do that anymore. Phoenix starts. It spoils his blood. I was too slow and genuinely wanted to let you finish. That's fine. I was not paying attention. Excellent. Never punished for my sins. What is the Italian? What is the Italian? What's going on with the Italian? My housemate says I pronounce mayo weird. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Italian is rather pretty too. Italian is nice. Okay. Looking very orbular. The movie mission has really shown that most people don't know how cameras work. Welcome on, Nath Wolf. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can I shout out the lurker? Not right now. If I say mayonnaise or mayonnaise, mayonnaise. I guess to be fair, like I say it's Midwestern style where everything just slurs into like where it could just as easily be understood to be mayonnaise, 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 mayonnaise. The Midwestern sneaks out a little bit for me. There we go. That's looking a lot better. I want to condition myself to say it cursed. Why though? That seems like something you probably shouldn't want for yourself. I still gotta do the tails. Hold up, what do lyrebird tails look like? The pain it will inflict will make me stronger. Alternatively, it might just mean people interact with you less. Okay, so they curl out. Mayonnaise, we need a cut, and instead of covering with a bandage, a big titty bar man appears out of nowhere and licks the wounds. Locks the wounds is equally horrifying. It doesn't sound too sanitary either. Oh, yeah, that seems like a pretty good way to get various flavors of sepsis. But you know, if dying of a septic shock is your kink, I'm not gonna kink shame. Actually, it isn't. Good to know. No, but he's magical. His saliva will heal the kisses. Man, I love asparagus when I eat it, but I don't like it when it comes out. You don't like the funny smelling urine? That's like half the reason to eat the asparagus. Do you think someone out there has a piss king exclusively for asparagus urine? I'm so tired. That shit slipped out of me entirely straight-faced. Yes. Good point, good point, good point, actually. Good point. I didn't consider that. Absolutely. There's a kink for everything. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I was so silly to presume that fascinating thought brewing in your brain. You know, I deserve these rocks. I deserve these rocks. I do deserve them. Please, brain me to death with the rocks. The rocks, please send them to me. They will help me sleep. They will help me experience the eternal sleep that death will bring. Starky streams are always interesting thought experiments. So I mistyped heels and he still misread what I said in a way that wasn't even close to a typo. What did you type? I'm sorry, I was too focused on how you misspelled saliva, so I wasn't really thinking about how you spell healed. Herds the wounds, heals the kisses. Did I say that? I actually probably said that. Saliva herd. Not what do you think? Do you think next April Fools will get Saliva Gunner and it's just various rips of high quality mouth noises? I would not want to experience that, but the thought is out there. It's too late. I put it into the world. What about a saliva herd instead? How would you herd saliva? By the way, rates are on, right? I probably should fix that. Ain't no fucking way I'm going overtime with the shit that's coming out my mouth. Excuse me, why the fuck did I turn into I turned into fucking the scat man. ASMR saliva gunner slurps near your ear. I would shoot someone if they put that in my ear. Porky pig. That's all fucks. You ever think that Porky Pig has just had enough and decides to commit reverse slaughterhouse? I'm losing it a bit. Next April Fools, just let your shitty ass Google Pixel phones autocorrect what they say like it does. What you say like it does for me. I don't like the fucking, like, the Johnny Five is alive fucking ass voice in this song. Johnny Five is alive. But Johnny Five is alive. I actually have never seen. I think that's from Rocky. That's from Rocky Balboa, right? Not to make anyone feel old, but those movies were kind of before my time. No, it's from Short Circuit. Oh. I feel like the Rocky movies haven't particularly aged well. I can't relate. 'Cause I'm a streamer. Not give a fuck. I don't know the lyrics to this song at all. I just know how the tune goes so I can say whatever. Everyone always has only praise for the movies, though. Not really. They were Macho Man movies for their time. You would think the gays would adopt it then. Like you would think they would be more they would be more gay culture nowadays, but even the gays can't justify that kind of cinematography, I guess. It's the me espresso. Too hetero. Cause I'm a streamer. Don't give a fuck. Again, I don't know how the lyrics go. I'm just making shit up. I think the problem is Stallone. Is Stallone still alive? Did he die? I genuinely don't know. You could tell me anything about Sylvester Stallone, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. He's still alive? Amazing. When is the Stark karaoke? I mean, I would be down to do a karaoke stream at some point. Last time I did one was for the charity stream. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, it would probably want to keep that as a reward, though, for sure. Isn't he the eternal mayor of LA? I thought that was Schwarzenegger. Or Schwarzenegger in the Senate? I don't fucking remember. There's too many actors in politics. Like that is actually like to be perfectly honest with you, probably like the single most meaningful like critique of the current political landscape here in the States is that there's too many actors. Yeah, Schwarzenegger is the governor of California for a while. Yeah, I think it's Arnie. I create that any bozo with enough social capital or charisma can be a politician. What do the little like tail things? Okay, they're kind of just like I can do a couple of those. It is definitely like extremely disconcerting, to be honest, but like, you know. In fact, that's one of the things which Dune warned about, the tyranny of any charismatic leader. I feel like if you don't have a degree in like economics, law, like I feel like a substantial number of, I guess to be fair, like that has its own kind of knock-on effects. Or like at that point, you just kind of like block the path to getting those degrees to only the ultra rich people. Here. I want to give the tail feathers a little bit of room to breathe. So that way it doesn't look like I'm just like... Food has arrived. I'm jealous. I'm very hungry. All the fast food talk has got me fucking starving. Hi, hungry. I'm dad. I didn't say hungry. I said starving. Sends destroys you like Mr. Manhattan from the Watchers. StarkyMorph. Hi, starving. I'm dad. There we go. Who the hell is Steve Jobs? I just realized now I've kind of like creased your head. Hold up. Let me de-dent your skull. The safer work cousin of Steve Handjobs. There's gotta be a porn star out there who goes by Steve Handjobs. Gotta be. Gotta be. Someone out there's gotta have that porn name. That's so much name recognition to check in on, to cash in on. It's like the joke one I came up with by accident. Arm Landstrong. Arms Landstrong is a spectacular fucking what's it called? The porn star name. Oh, The Watchmen, this sure was a story. Although I've only watched the movie, I do know a bit about the comic though. There also has to be a female porn star with the last name Scissorhands. She would need to be I think she would need to be in WLW flicks with a name like that. I feel like that's the only way. Yeah. Butch Chastity. Butch Chastity is also a pretty good one. I would enjoy watching a nice interaction between Butch Chastity and Sarah Scissorhands. That would be an enjoyable evening. I would need to get fucking smashed, mad wasted, but I would enjoy the fuck out of that. Also, Slode, if you're there, feel free to comment on anything you notice that feel free to comment on any changes you want, because I think I'm gonna start doing some lining. But would they too need to watch out for the lemon stealing whores? I love the lemon stealing whores. Sorry, that was a run stream, but we got Crisp. We do got Crisp. Crisp is just chilling. Crisp is as eepy as I am. Who is stealing the lemons or the whores? The whores are stealing the lemons. What kind of milk do you use on your cereal? Cow milk, goat milk, zero lactose milk, powdered milk, and no water, milkless. I can't imagine anyone is using non-standard milks on their cereal. The lemon stealing horse, even worse. Even worse than the lemon stealing horse is the lemon stealing horse. Fucking horses. Someone is using poles to commit violence. I once saw someone who insisted that using orange juice for cereal was better than milk. To be fair, they did make a cereal specifically formulated for orange juice. It was called Tropicana Crunch, and they immediately canceled it because it was garbage. Nobody was happy with the experience of eating that, apparently. I think Chai did an entire fucking stream dedicated to eating that. And they did not enjoy it. She was not a fan. This is Mirror B's theme, right? Yep, I was right. Mirror B has such a fucking banger-ass theme. I wonder if you could actually... I'm like tempted to look up Tropicana Crunch on eBay to see if someone's trying to fucking sell a box. Because I know they stopped making it because, like, who would want to eat orange juice cereal? I turn away for 2 minutes and we're on lemon stealing horrors. What's next? This bathtub being a beach? Wait, what? Is that like one of those fucking those like Old Spice commercials? It's like, I'm now on a horse. Oh no. No. Is that another infamous porn meme? It's another porn meme? Okay. I'm unfamiliar with that one then. I see you beach doesn't have a lifeguard. This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub. Oh, so it's on the level of like the really in front of my salad. Right in front of my salad. It's got a humor. She's the snake girl at a funeral. Knows every snail's disapproval. Should have worshipped her sooner. If the snavs ever did speak, she's the last truth now with peace. Every Sunday's getting more bleak. A fresh noise in each week. We were born sick. Half of your viewers drink cow milk, I see. However, if however the fuck you spell improved. Fun fact, in front of my salad was fully improved. That is weird. Like, like improv is a verb, but like the past tense of improvised, I guess, because improv is just short for improvised or improvisation. Amen, snamen. Take me to snurch, I'll worship like a snail at the shrine of your lies. I'll sell you my sins so you can snarp in your snipes. Yeah, but improv works better for spelling that. Yeah, that's fair. Snake me to snurch. I don't know how to feel about you being able to recite the lyrics to this version. It's because it's just the snail version of a lot. Like all of the fucking nouns get snailed. JK, appreciate you, Starky. Look at Mr. Look at Mr. Fancy Pants over here with his degree. The funny thing is, like, I got my degrees in fucking computer science. I am the farthest thing away from being a fucking like English major. Snores. What you got in the snable? We've a lot of snarving snaithful. That looks nasty. That looks snenty. With his hungry work, take me to snurch. I'll tell you my snin so you can snarp in your snipes off of me. That sneepless neth. Oh, good God, let me sniv you my snipe. I got Burger King. Burger Bing, but Bepis. But Bass Bing, Boo Bump, and you Burger Bing, Burger, Boo almost Boot Bumpus, but Bass Bit Burrs Bow, Bass Bit Boo by Bet. You should be worried about that one. That's the one you should be worried about. The fact that I can Burger King foot lettuce but B the entire way through. That's like a sign of like profound mental illness. Stroke detected. Listen, snorn of that snads, lonely sneed. Only then I am snail. Only then I am. Aneurysm, you okay? Are you okay, Starky? Did you have a stroke? Just a bit.
Spin!
What happened to my fucking pen? Take me to Snurch, I'll worship like a snail at the shrine of your lies. I'll tell you my snin so you can sharpen your snipes. Offer me that sneedless net, oh good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church. I actually started singing the actual honest to God song. Can snarp in your snipes, offer me that sneepless neth, oh good God, let me sniv you my snipe. Oh, there we go. Actually, you know what? Let's fuck around. Let's fuck around. Let's fuck around. Fuck around. Fuck around. Sometimes even... I kind of like Large Marge. The Pentagon tip. This is called Mungman. Meeny, miny, moan. Let's try Large Marge. Nemo. Meeny, miny, mo. Why Large Marge? I don't know. do I give you the impression that I didn't know what I'm doing at all when it comes to art? Because if so, then my trickery has worked. You see, instead of suffering from what's the fucking thing called? Imposter syndrome. I am I am secretly just a masterful liar, and I've tricked you all. I'm kidding. What are these emotes? Starky Pop Quiz. Given the age when it was out at the time when the Pee Wee Herman movie came out, I was legitimately spooked by Large Marge scenes. That's my persona species. Fuck. Lion, right? Assuming you're not TF'd. Your default form is a lion, right? This isn't a bit, by the way. I promise you, I'm just this fucking stupid when it comes to these two big cats for whatever reason. Miny mo. Yeah, Jace is as the Cully lion. He's very soft. I guess they. I want to say you're like non-binary. I could be talking like completely out of my ass there, of course. Me when I assign you your gender. Would you rather see a rabbit shed a pelt like a snake or come out of mysterious holes that's so deep you can't see the bottom? I ain't asking questions. I think I would rather see the latter. Because I ain't asking questions. I ain't fucking exploring the infinite rabbit hole. Assign a gender, but it's a Smash character instead. I feel like that's like one of those bits that like the one guy who does the like the guy who does the like the characters that can say the bad word for gay assigned Smash at birth. I feel like that'd be like he assigns characters genders. Jake Blennings, that's the one. I mean, the good news is he's got good taste. He's on Twitch. He's got good taste. I respect his taste in men. Even if I definitely would not be able to trust him with the printer for the F-Pass. What if I told you it wasn't? What? Your Sono is not a lion? I'd be like, hey, that's, you know, you've been lying to me this entire time. How could you? No, I'd be like, okay. Good morning, Borb and chat. Welcome on in, Shadow Camel. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How's everyone's going all right? Is it a Pokemon? It is going all right. Currently, I'm trying to figure out how to draw this fucking Ahoge. This like antenna thing. I'm tempted to grab the fucking multi-lining tool because this is such a pain in the ass. We need Isekai Pro Tag with one of those but with the sharpest sword of all the lane or something. It was really funny when I learned that these are called Ahaigaos. Or no, the other way. Fuck! I fucked it! I biffed it! These are Ahogeis. Do not look up Ahaigao. It's very, very different. So yeah, that's why it's gonna be a problem. That's why it's slightly problematic that these are called Ahogeis. Go make a line and then curve it. Not the Ahaigao hoodie. There was someone like my friend who used to live in an apartment. Someone at that apartment had the fucking had their car covered in Ahaigao like prints, and it was fucking bizarre. Because I would pass it whenever we got there. I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Not the Ahagawa Tacha. Itacha's the thing where people put giant ass anime decorations on their cars. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, no, he just fucking had that. And people call us freaks. It's up there in terms of things that I experienced alongside the serial killer bumper sticker car. That had a bumper sticker that said "Choke me like Dahmer, eat me like." It was eat me like Gacy. That was it. And I'm like, girl, you need to fucking don't go outside yet, but go find a therapist. Unfortunately, those extreme weebs go hard into cray cray. So people push the limits of free will. Dangerous Andrew. Oh, it's Jazimu. That makes sense. Dangerous Andrew. Is this still Jazimu? No, never mind. Jazimu is such a vibe. Welcome on in, Peepo. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout for Peepo drops? How you holding up? I'm currently working on orbifying a bird. We are returning to the wonderful world of Borbs. I'm now in the process of trying to line this monstrosity. Also, actually, we're wrapping up. Because, like, unfortunately, we are... I'm going to close the queue. We'll finish up the queue, and then I'll probably wrap up. Which, the queue's got another, like, 10 minutes in it. But no, hopefully you're doing well.
What does this button do?
Yes.
Please, do not push the button.
There you go.
You have no idea.
Been super busy and stuff. Understandable. I definitely feel that.
Now, Perry will vomit down your throat.
All right, adding another stupid mistake to my list. Oh my god. Don't keep a list of them. I promise you, the people who are like, no one's actually going to remember your mistakes. The only person who will is you. I'm sorry, what was that? Kasai, that's been on there for like a decade at this point. I'm not awake enough for the zoom. I had to double take. Well, the Borb. Yeah, like we the upsetting the heavy has been there for a while. I don't know MX and actually Mr. Streamer who goes by they them because I said Mr. I promise you, here's the thing. A lot of stuff like that, like they're not gonna take it. They might like if it's, you know, a lot of the times it's more from a like, hey, this is my preferred pronouns, and not like, oh, like you fucked up infinitely. It's not you're not being infinite Tsukiyomi for misgendering someone once. I misgender people all the time because I'm an idiot. I make more mistakes than you and make it everyone else's problem instead of beating myself over it. Yeah. My stance is, as someone who has historically suffered from social anxiety, I'm gonna be myself, and it is the responsibility of the people nearby to let me know if I am being too much. And if that is the case, and they don't tell me, and they hate me for it, that's their fucking problem. Because I am entirely willing to listen and, you know, try my best to improve if the shit that I say does ever cross a line. Fair. I'm an idiot and I slip sometimes. Non-binary people can know if they're being malicious about it. As far as an honest mistake. Yeah, it's like, a lot of the times, like, when people are referring to, like, misgendering someone, it's like, you can tell if it's malicious, because they will like go out of their way to like make every single message they say. I just have had enough lately. I don't feel comfortable existing. That's so real. That's honestly so real. It is not a comfortable time to exist nowadays. One time mistake is not the problem. Yeah. So like, I think the big thing is it's like a deliberate. There are some people who will be shitty about it, who will be like, you misgendered me. Clearly you should know my pronouns, even though it's like the first time you've ever spoken to them. Those people fucking suck and aren't worth your time. But largely, in my experience, people tend to be really, really understanding about stuff. So that just doing things by accident, be corrected, and my mental capacity just get filled and I stopped. To be honest with you, I have like a really bad lag time when it comes to like vocal processing. So like I tend to respond to things slower when they're said. And I do that thing all the time where I'm like, what did you say? And then the fucking, my brain finally finishes processing what they said just in time to interrupt them. But like, you know, I have a near impossibility to let things go. That's something that like I can sympathize with. I do think that like it's something that like you need, like, there, you know, I call them like interrupts. If my brain ever gets like super into like reminding me of a time I fucked up, I just like I interrupt my brain. Like it's kind of hard for me to describe it. I'm just like, hey, dumb fuck, are you should be thinking about this? No, and then like I you know, because like sometimes stuff just needs to like, you know, it's like it's already been resolved. There's no reason for my brain to be thinking about it, but it still does in a way that's really frustrating. I'm half like, why did that offend? And also just don't, because I guess I just don't care right now, which is, yeah, I feel like if you're in the like apathetic point, like that's a sign that like probably you should take a step back socially, not like permanently, but just like a reminder to be like, hey, you know, like take a step back, engage with where those emotions are coming from, like why you're feeling that way, and then like once you understand it. %of my misgendering is unconscious. Oh, for sure. I use dude as non-gendered, but I do know some people, it upsets some people. And there's one friend in particular who like really prefers to be used, like they don't care what gen, or See, I fucking did it. Like she, he, whatever, doesn't care what gender pronouns you refer to it as, but like it specifically does not like to be referred to as they. And I fuck that up all the time because in my mind I'm like that's just like my like, you know. Like it's the safe option. This is explained with guys because I've seen women use it for other women. Yeah, it's like you know, it's all about like trying to, you know, and I think people who are like genuinely interested in like interacting will be like understanding about stuff like that. Like they will be like, hey, you know, it usually won't even come from a place of, you know, insult. It'll just be like, hey, you know, you know, these are my preferred pronouns. I understand that it was coming from a place of hate. Just, you know, here's where I'm at. I started appending one of my players at they them when she started playing a male character because she is trans and my brain can't handle the variables otherwise at the D&D table. Oh my god, that's so fair. So I have a trans friend who they had been in our friend group for like since the beginning of college. So like I've known them for like a decade. Oh, welcome on, Mr. X fan. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I'd known them for like a decade, but I definitely like, you know, one day they came out, funnily enough, they came out as trans the day that I came out as gay. So they joked that they stole my thunder, which is really funny to me because it was actually like, it made me feel better about coming out. And, so they started using a more feminine voice, because they are non-binary, but for a while they thought they were, MTF. You know, a trans woman, and we were playing Bang once, and then they used their like pre-egg cracking voice, and everyone was upset. Everyone was upset. Everyone was like, "Oh God, why would you do hello?" And I think back on that memory fondly because they were just laughing their ass off, but we were all like, "What the fuck?" We got used to your voice. We're not used to like the voice you've been putting on for years. What do you think of melting cheese down, mixing the instant gravy into it, and turning it into a new cheese? I mean, that's just a cheese gravy. That's its own thing. A lot of Anglophiles don't like to use it as a pronoun for people because historically it was only for inanimates and living things very low in the animacy spectrum. Yeah, it's like some people like to be referred to as its. I feel less apathetic now. I just disengaged and apologized again earlier and left their stream. You're already drifting. It's just like I think at this point it's one of those like, you know, I think it's more of like sometimes people need like just like a disengaged spot. I don't know. It's like sometimes like there's just like that thing where you let your brain turn off. That's why I like certain streamers like Jal, where it's like Jal's streams are like great if I don't want to think about the thing that I'm watching and I just need noise. it like helps my ADHD brain cool in a weird way. I do admit that it is already singular and that's useful. At least it keeps the number of reference the same. I don't think you really have a choice in jaw streams. I can't handle loud streams. I don't know how to feel about that. Because I feel like my stream is like kind of loud, but it's like loud but not energetic. I don't know. It's one of these things where I don't really know my own streaming style. Stream's not like Whiskey's. Yeah, it's because I'm not like yelling constantly. I couldn't manage that. I cannot vibe in Whiskey's and people adore him. Different strokes for different folks. I definitely know it's like, you know. I think at some point I think a stream gets so big. There's two types of ladders: stream and music loud. All right, that's gonna be the stopping point. But thank you for hanging out. Jarl streams are too much for me all at once. They're funny, but much like substances. They can be best taken in doses. Yeah, I think that's a good way of thinking about it. Is being like sometimes you're just not in the place where you want to engage with like with the wall of noise. But no, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you guys had a good time. All right, let us see. Let us see who's alive so we can raid over. Go to the outro. I see Dell's live. I actually don't get a chance to raid over to Dell often, so I'm tempted to stop by his place. Why was transition lagging of all things? That's a terrific question. I can't believe you're leaving me, Starky. I'm sorry. I got stuff to do tonight yet. Here, let's raid over to Dell. I don't get a chance to do it often, so it looks like he's only been going live for 2.5 hours, so he's probably got another half an hour in him. Regardless, let's make ourselves his problem. Yeah, my computer's acting a little funky sometimes. Good luck with your stuff, Borb. Have a good rest of your time zone. For sure. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, Big A Chaos Crew Internet. Variety streamer live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Mostly we've been doing art, but if you'd like to see more of what we've been up to, Blue Sky is the place to be. Art that I make, I like being a problem as a joke, not an actual problem. Yeah, I think that's like the, like make yourself a problem, but like in an affectionate way. Be the problem affectionate. But no, Blue Sky, art that I make, art that I gain commission, general ramblings, all that good stuff. I need to post more of the food pics that I make. The updates with the video say are going to be slow coming because, good God, that's a lot of effort. And I'm like, I've done so much work for it, and I'm like only halfway there. We got the YouTube like to catch up on the VODs there, see what I've been up to. Get caught up for the Danganronpa stream that will be tomorrow with Marshmallow Bears. We got a coffee sponsorship with Dragon Rest Coffee. If you'd like to pick up some coffee from there. Discount code StarkyMorph to get 10% off. We got some really good coffee. And we got the Discord if you'd like to pop in there. Style Sweet Beans, the first content Sweet Beans post. Stream this week should be back to its normal schedule, which means tomorrow will be Danganronpa. Thursday will probably be another Slay the Spire 2 stream, and then Friday will be returning to more art. I think I actually have in mind a project that I want to be doing on for